AI local lead gen app for local SEO lead generation. Agency Client Finder AI edition.
Hi, and welcome to Agency Client Finder AI. We're going to try and get through as much as possible in this video. There's an awful lot to see, an awful lot to do. Agency Client Finder now does a huge amount of work. We're going to try and cram in as much into this video as we can. We're on our homepage here. The Agency Client Finder now has integrated AI, and of course it's global, so we're worldwide. Let's just start off where we would normally go. I'm trying to find clients now for the agency, so I can go to my campaigns and add global places. And we've got the option now to start a global search. And that gives me the option to select a country. I'm going to select United States as a demo. Then we can select a state, Florida. And I get a chance of selecting a city now. In fact, you see it fills in down here, so I can fit in what I like and even type in what I want. But I'll just stick to that for simplicity. And we're going to go for roofers. So we've got roofers in Florida. Just going to update that search. So we've got here roofers in Florida, United States. So now we've got the option to search places local. We can see what we've got. So we've got plenty of roofers coming up here. If I scroll down, I think I've got 1 of 20 of 182. Now I can manually just copy this and drop this into this space here and run off. But if we use an API, which is basically free, we can start a new campaign, click the AI import, and it says click add places. And you'll see that we have 20 roofers from the Florida area. We can add more in if we want to. We've got some basic information here. We have business name, business address. We can see that it's got telephone number, websites, review information over here. And it's slowly filling in some SEO information here as we speak. But we can do better than that. First thing I would do normally here is to try and get rid of all those that don't have a working website. We really want to be working with people who have a website, so have at least some presence. You can find all those that don't have a website if you want, but we're going to just find all those that do have a working website, and I'm going to click here to clean the websites, and it'll go off and do that. Okay, that's checked through now, so we should have at least everyone has a working website, as you can see in green over here. What I'm going to do next is a slightly deeper analysis. So I'm going to trigger this off, and it's going to pop off to every one of these websites, and it's going to get as much information as it can from that website. I can also click this WCAG, which is accessibility, and no legal requirement for most countries, and it'll run a basic accessibility check as well. So let's just run the whole thing. I'm going to click here, and it will literally just plod through each of the websites one at a time until it has completed all those websites and gathered all the information from the actual web page itself. So it might take a couple of minutes to run through the whole page. I'm going to cut it short, and I'm going to go back to dashboard. So as we can see now, these top ones have been updated. And if we look across here, we can see things like US roofing, where they found an email, we've got telephone number, contacts, we've got a basic page speed, which actually looks quite slow and sluggish, so maybe some problems there. It looks like we've got a website, the HTTPS and rerouting is all okay, quite low on the SEO scores, etc. And similar with the accessibility. So we've got lots of information across here. We can see it's got Facebook and Instagram, etc., but can't find some other accounts. So this is the kind of information that we now have, but we can drill down a lot better than this. So let's go get even more information about this. Let's go into US roofing. I'm going to go into the view now, which tells us basically this is just the one business that we look at. Before I go through anything here, I think I'll just show you that we can update some more information. We've got a mobile friendly screenshot, so we can track that out, and there it's done that. It's a bit messy, and it comes back and not mobile friendly, so there's something already to engage with that customer about. We can pull even more information, so over here we have performance, we have SEO, we have accessibility, and we have link or backlink data. So I can include the link data. I'm going to do all these graphs in one go. So I'm just going to click that, and it's going to run off and test the speed and performance of the website. It's going to take the SEO of the website, the accessibility, and give us the basic link data. Just waiting for the accessibility to load in. And there we go. As you can see now, the performance is pretty terrible. SEO, or the basic SEO, is not too bad. Accessibility, not great. And we've got some link information here. So this gives us even more detail about what's going on. We can also look through. We'll see we've got Facebook, Instagram, where we've got the red crosses. We haven't got things. We can click on those, and it will go and search for those in case we can find more information. We've got things like schema, which will actually generate those schemas for us in Google Analytics. I'll show you that a bit later. We can find contact information, etc. as well. So this one's got an email address, telephones. We can also do ads, so we can find out whether they've got any Facebook ads running. I'll just click that one there. Let's look for Facebook ads specifically for that website, and it's got no results. Join this roofing, so it doesn't look like they're running any Facebook ads. We can perhaps look at Bing and other ads, so no data for that either. So it doesn't look like it's running any paid ads whatsoever. So that's another offer you can give to them. And we've also got down here what we call the intelligent tool search panel, and basically it'll just go off and it'll find, like in this case, yellow pages. So is it listed in yellow pages, and any information it can find from there? Actually, it doesn't look as if it's listed in yellow pages either. This is all great information that we have to engage this person as a prospective customer. And we can generate reports for all this. So I click build a custom report, and we get basically all the stuff that's shown up there in grid format. You'll see this text here, which tells you a little bit about what's going on in all the various squares. Down the bottom here, we can see that text, there's this text up here for each of the sections. That text is down here. So text is all editable. You can change the language on it, and you can actually use AI to generate a full-blown report based on that just by a click of the button. Let me just show you how that goes. Click the AI button. This is the same anywhere here. Wherever you see an embedded AI button, it'll open up what they call a custom prompt generator, open up the AI page. This is all programmed up. You see everything's in here, US roofing, roofers, etc. So all the information is in there, and he wants an in-depth explanation, and I can run that prompt. And now we'll get a report that we could send off as a report, or turn into another document, or make it into a blog post, or anything you wanted to do with that. So we get a full-blown report that we can send to the customer. So let's go back again now. I'm just going to generate that report so you can see what happens. And you can see now the report's saved up in here, so you can have a report and everything saved in. We've got everything here for this one particular customer. I just want to show you a couple of things now. We have embedded AI in here all over the place. And say we want to find a contact name for this person. We can click the AI, get the business owner's name. The AI will go off and try and find the name. Now I'm going to run this one through Bing because that's a bit more up to date than the ChatGPT. And I can simply do that by just clicking Bing AI prompt. Just agree to that one. It'll open it up automatically, and I can run that report. There we are. It should start giving us some information. So that'll start giving us all information about the company. And there we go. So it looks like the owner is Ken Farragut, although that was 1962. Kind of tracking down who owns the company. So you've got loads of information. If we're looking for contact information, AI is definitely the way to go. Once we've found our list of customers and we've got all the information we need about them, we need to contact those customers, and we can do that through the manage emails. So I can set up a set of emails to contact them with. So the service we're going to sell. So if it's SEO services, as an example, I'm going to select a generic template, and it will load that up, and I can just save those off for you to be able to edit. And this is a full WYSIWYG editor for emails, but we haven't even got to worry about that. Again, we can use the AI to generate emails for us. So if we go to the AI now, it will open up automatically in the email library. We can select 5 email subject lines and run that as a prompt. And basically, it'll give us a set of subject lines 5 times. So we'll get a choice of what we wanted. And from those, we can then generate the whole email sequences. So there we are. We've got things like boost your online presence, miss out, etc. So we can put those back into here, the ones that we've just found, and we can select those. So let's just select that boost your online presence. And now we can actually generate whatever emails we want. We've got a strategy call email, demo email. So we're going to call a strategy call email with those subtitles, and I'm going to run that one, and that'll go off and do that for us. Now you see now we've got email 1, introduction, email 2, limited time offer, 3, the SEO package, and 4, last chance. So we've got these 4 emails, and we can simply clipboard those or copy and paste those. I go back, I can paste them into here, and we can see our emails and set those up. And we can send those automatically by going to campaigns, contacts manager, and now as you can see, we've got email status, and it tells us when to send the emails. The next email to send is 1, it says wait. So I could turn that on, and once I've turned that on for that particular customer, I can send an email off to the customer. All we need to do is look at this each day, tell you whether there's an action required, and you look along here and it'll tell you what the action is. That controls all your emails. So let's just go to the dashboard again. Just a bit more of the AI stuff, and we've got a bunch of libraries. All these embedded AI prompts come from inside Agency Client Finder itself. So when it does, it populates the prompts automatically for that subject and for that business. Now, if we want to look at some stuff specifically for the businesses, but some more variable stuff, we can just go to dashboard, as I said, pick any one of these AI buttons. So we've got MHI Roofing Florida. If I click the AI button there, it will populate MHI Roofing Florida in here. And now we've got access to these libraries. I wanted to run any of these libraries, say, for instance, a Facebook library. And when I come down to here, I can see all the different things I can do for Facebook. I can create thought-provoking questions, controversial posts, trivial questions, and they'll be specifically based on that business and what that business does. So they're roofers and they're selling target audiences, general public. And you can change all this if you want. And also there's a focus point where if you want to change the focus of it, you can add that in there as well. So you could be roofers, repairs, and then it would focus on roofing repairs. We can then generate anything we want from there. We've also got, this is kind of what I call the activity library, because it makes stuff and produce content. And over here we have more of an educational. It does produce content, but it's kind of education as well, and it covers every business area you can think of. So we've got the main business area: sales, marketing, finance, human resources, information technology, etc., through there. And if you select any one of these, so if I select finance, I can then select an area of finance, so budgeting, cash flow, bookkeeping, tax, or whatever. So debt management, and then within the debt management there'll be a load of things relating to debt management. So addressing debt capacity, types of debt finance, debt structure and terms. So these are all the things that businesses, yours or your potential customer, needs to do, and it's like a huge information directory. And because it links specific to that business in that area, the results you will get from the AI is specifically about your business or their business and in the area they are. So if I, for instance, go and look at tax compliance and look at the objectives, tax registration, identification numbers. Okay, let's just try that one, because they'll be different in different countries and different cities even. And I can run that. So there we are. So as a roofing business owner in Florida, it's important to understand the necessary steps for pre tax. It gives you specifics for a roofing business based in Florida. And it goes on about sole proprietors, partnerships, LECs, employer identification numbers, etc. This obviously would relate to the US and Florida specifically. Loads of information. So this is a massive library of info in there. You can edit this any way you want, of course, if you wanted to add it, change this. And in fact, you can even take the content of this. If I go to ChatGPT externally now, so I can click this and it will take all that data with me. And if I now say write 5 Facebook posts based on the following, yeah, there we go, and it will list me some Facebook posts. So you can actually take everything that you generate internally and easily, just at a click of a button, take it externally as well. Okay, that covers everything that I want to put into this video. As I said, it's a huge potential for Agency Client Finder. You just need to kind of get in there and play with it yourself.